The most famous players of Classic WoW. I hope I'm on this list. McConnell, do you think I'm going to make it on the list?
No, I am. Remember that one time I lost the mount, dude? Remember that? And then I did the thing.
Dude. Like, do you still do that thing?
Like, ah! No, I don't. No, I
really?
think it's
Why not, man?
Yeah. It's fucking dead.
Such
it's a
good
dead
meme, dude.
It's a dead meme. It's not funny anymore.
Did you retire it? Oh, see, no, you didn't. You just did it right there, guys. Okay, let's start the video.
Yo, guys, Punkrat with another video. So, going back to vanilla with the release of Classic WoW is a true nostalgic dream. And with that, I've been constantly reminiscing about the good old days for the last little while. As a little 12-year-old punk back in those days, I used to look up to a bunch of legends of the game. You know, I was obsessed with these guys.
Yeah,
these
I
guys
the same
were,
thing.
in a lot of ways, the pioneers to video game content creation that we see today. In those days, we had Warcraft movies, which I'm sure a lot of you guys, a lot of you vanilla veterans
Those were the
aware
fucking
of.
days,
we also
dude.
had Google videos, which, Google videos unfortunately got...
Oh, dude, I would download Google videos from Halo 2, like, headshot snipe montages, dude. I used to fucking love that. Google fucking videos.
Oh my god, man. Fuck, man. I'm so pissed off because Google videos had so many goddamn good videos. There was this one video I can't find anymore, but it was this torn warrior, and he was just going around destroying people to fucking Charlie Brown music, dude. It was fucking awesome. It was legit.
No, Google
it's
videos
gone
were
forever.
fucking amazing. Like, they had that, and like, yeah, this was fucking great, man. And I remember I watched the world first Illidan kill on Warcraft movies. I remember that so fucking clearly. It was beautiful.
Axed when Google bought YouTube, so a lot of those legendary videos from back in the day were lost in the process. I've been concepting different ideas of how I could cover some of these dudes from back in the day, and I'm gonna start off with this video. I'm calling this series Legends of Vanilla.
Okay.
So we can celebrate the pioneers of Warcraft in the eve of the release of Classic.
This is like Swifty.
This video will briefly go over some of the most well-known legends of vanilla from back in the day. I plan on making this a series, so if I don't cover someone that you feel should have definitely been on this list, I'll get to that person on the next one for sure. I'm also thinking of following it up with maybe going into some lesser known legends from back in the day, like guys who were on specific servers that maybe weren't out there in the public but were definitely legends of the game from back then. Maybe doing entire segments on some of those guys that were under the radar. So if you guys have any submissions of legends that I should cover, hit me up with a comment.
Let's go to the first one.
There's so many guys from back in the day that have been forgotten throughout the years. But without further ado, here we go.
Let's get into it.
The Legends of Vanilla. Let's get it. First legend that we got is the Lord of Arathi Basin himself, a trailblazer in the...
This is how many times I've watched these fucking videos. I literally can just see one frame of the video, I know what it is already. This is fucking Pat.
PvP scene from the very beginning. His name is Pat.
Yep.
Pat, the rank 14 Torn Warrior from Arthas server.
Oh my god,
Proven.
Dude. This is such a big fucking
deal. What server you were from was actually a relevant factor, beautiful thing, isn't it? Yeah. This man came out with one of the first legendary PvP montages of vanilla back in the day. Pat was one of the original, truly try-hard pre-made gods back in 2005, 2006.
I never gave a fuck about this guy because he wasn't Alliance. So a lot of times I didn't really even watch a whole lot of Horde videos. I only watch Alliance videos. That way I could kind of like personify myself as being the guy that's winning, you know what I mean?
Most people didn't really grind hard.
Yeah, but Pat was a fucking exploiter, dude.
Well, that's what made the video better. If he was just playing the game the same way that everybody else was, then it'd be boring. I mean, like, why would you want to watch, like, oh, wow, he's playing the game normally? The exploiting, that's what makes things fun.
For consumables for BGs back in the day. Pat, on the other hand, while he didn't have engineering at the time, was always queuing BGs with a whole load of consumables.
Look at all that shit,
his
dude.
rank 14 gear. This was such an early time in WoW's history.
That's gonna be me right there.
That sort of power on display in his montage was almost unthinkable. This video, still to this day, is one of the most viewed vanilla montages in the history of the game. With over 1 million views on the YouTube re-upload alone, not counting the original upload itself. Pat was an absolute raid boss in Arathi Basin, running around pounding dudes into the ground like a piece of pork schnitzel.
Yeah, this is gonna be me. 100%.
I wasn't exaggerating when I said that
me.
Pat was a trailblazer. You know, montages were everything before the age of YouTube and
Fuck
Twitch.
yeah, they were.
This guy inspired so many young WoW players to aspire to the same level of greatness within the game. In fact, the person who re-uploaded his montage to YouTube even wrote in the description how Pat inspired him to grind to rank 14.
That's exactly what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying the whole time, dude. See, people, a lot of times, it's one thing if I talk about it, but it's another thing if I see it completely independently of anything that has to do with me. It's just a random person that had the exact same feeling. That's fucking amazing. That's exactly what we're saying. Yeah, no, it is. It's exactly it.
You just got tier 3 sub.
The what?
You just got tier 3
Wait,
sub.
what? No, I didn't. Let me see. Holy shit. Oh, it's Ortho. Yeah, what's up, man? 22 months tier 3. Thank you so much, man. I fucking appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, man.
And some of the top comments that you see mirror that same notion.
Yeah.
This man was an absolute legend in the scene, and I'm sure if you ask any WoW veteran around, you know, who was PvP Pat,
everybody saw this video.
They'll definitely know exactly who he is.
Fuck yeah.
Next legend on the list, we've got Dysphoria, the female Night Elf hunter from the server Frostmourne. This guy was a special character, in a totally different way, sure, but just as awesome as all the other guys on this list.
What's this?
Dysphoria was the creator of an incredibly popular video series back in the day called Hunter vs. World. In my last video, I mentioned that Night Elf Hunter that used to do those solo runs and upload them in 240p resolution.
I don't know what this is.
I forgot the name of the hunter itself or the videos,
I have
but
no
with
idea.
some research, I ended up finding it once again. Hunter vs. World was awesome. Dysphoria would essentially spend most of his time in-game attempting to create hunter-specific strategies for soloing 5-man dungeons or other interesting challenges around
That's actually
the
fucking
world.
awesome.
I'm not sure if Dysphoria
That's
created
amazing.
the Marathon solo farm run that we commonly see today, but the one farm run that I definitely know he brought to the WoW community, which is also heavily utilized still in 2019 from Classic Hunters, is the solo DM North Tribute run. The DM North Tribute run is when you clear DM or you kill the last boss in DM without killing the ogre guards throughout the dungeon. The reward for doing it are 3 world buffs that you get from the unkilled guards after you claim kingship of the ogres.
Wow.
And a chest of treasures
That's a
which
good one.
drops mana pots, health pots, and a bunch of well-itemized
Holy shit,
loot.
that's actually really
It's an
good.
extremely lucrative run, obviously, if you could solo it. And lo and behold, Dysphoria did
plays
just
as a
that
boar?
in actual retail classic.
Wow.
Shocking the community with his potential to break the mold of what people thought was
I'm
actually
making a
possible
fucking
within
hunter.
the game.
This is
he would
insane.
use traps, pet aggro, pet control, scatters, feign deaths in line with smart pathing to cheese his way through dungeons, and then use unique kiting strategies to solo bosses that he thought he was able to solo. This guy was an absolute legend in his own respect. He was doing things other people couldn't even dream of or wouldn't even be able to come up with even if they tried it, you know, during that time.
That's actually, like, I'm really glad that he put this guy in the video, because most of the people, whenever this guy's name came up, were like, WH Omegalo, right? They're like, who is this? Like, we don't know who this guy is. And like putting the spotlight on these people that might not necessarily be like the most flashy, but they were the ones that really kind of defined the game in a lot of ways. That's fucking awesome. The music of the video sucks. Then stop listening to the music and just listen to what he's saying. What do you mean?
He was so ahead of his time, and it's crazy to think that people are still doing some of his runs as gold farms to this day, almost 15 years later. Dysphoria is clearly a legend of vanilla. Okay, next up, we've got the one who cannot be shattered, breaker of the blade, Mr. Unbreakable. Total legend.
Listen, like, it's not, like, Unbreakable is not even that big of a deal. Like, warriors can do anything a shaman can do.
Fuck off,
What do you mean, dude? Like,
you're such a little fucking bitch, man.
No,
look
dude.
at the video.
The guy
he's
just
literally deleting.
Yeah,
no,
warriors can do the same thing.
No, you're not. No, you are not going to take Unbreakable away from me. Not this time.
Listen, like,
not this time.
I don't need. Like, any warrior could. Like, a sword spec warrior is the same thing.
It's not the same thing, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's the same thing. And also, like, warriors, they have better mobility. They can do more damage. They can survive longer.
Dude, oh my god, I cannot wait until fucking Classic comes around,
Yeah.
and we're on the same realm as fucking
Yep.
Sea-Doo,
Yep.
and he's fucking enhancement, and he comes right up to you and fucking blasts your face.
You know
with
what
his
he's gonna do?
fucking big
Yeah,
hot
and
Wind Fury jizz
that's
and
right.
fucking one-shots you.
That's
little
right.
bitch.
He's gonna take me down like maybe 30% health in one hit, and then the next hit he's gonna do is gonna be an auto attack for like 200 damage because I have a bunch of armor on. Obviously, you know, I played armor, and then I'm just gonna kill him with my other abilities. He'll probably dodge my abilities since he has a lot of agility and he has a high dodge chance, which will proc my overpower. Then I'll overpower him, which will be a guaranteed crit. Take him probably down to about 20% health at that point, and then I'll kill him with execute.
Yeah, you think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, I do.
But in the Unbreakable video, he literally duels a paladin, which wears plate, and fucking annihilates him. Just straight up fucking flattens him out. If you seriously think a warrior beats an enhancement shaman, if the shaman gets Wind Fury crits like that, you are fucking delusional, dude. Straight up, you are fucking delusional.
I haven't played against the shaman to know for sure, but I'm pretty certain that I would probably still win. Like a good gear,
Dude.
like let's say both of us have tier 2.5. I think I'd come out ahead.
Sea-Doo, if you ever see this, please fuck him up. Please. Please.
You'll see. You'll see. There's anything warrior. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Warrior can beat a shaman? No, dude, this... Yeah, obviously, if the shaman gets really, really, really lucky and everything goes his way, he's gonna win. But on a normal fight, if you take 100 fights between a shaman and a warrior, the warrior's gonna come out ahead most of the time. And that's because warriors are better. And they do more damage, and this video is completely overhyped because shamans, if anything, like this video is basically a budget pat video. It is. And it's like that proc right there. Like, why did he do so much damage in that attack? Why does he have that dot? It's because he procs Sulfurous. He got a proc with his weapon. Like, Hand of Rag is budget? No, shamans are.
Just wait, man.
Just wait.
Just wait, man.
Warriors beat shamans in the disarm window. Elemental shamans take tier... This is the thing, right? 0 skill, warriors take more effort? Well, yeah, because they're better classes. That's all there is to it. Warriors trash tier without a healer? Yeah, and shamans are trash tier regardless. Like, the thing is that, like, yeah, gear makes a huge difference. I'm just saying, like, warriors are better than shamans. Like, anything that you can see in this video, warriors can do it better. Like, when was the last time you saw a shaman whirlwind? Never. Because they can't do it. They can't do it. They can't whirlwind. I can whirlwind. What about Sleeping Strike's whirlwind? Imagine this, okay, McConnell. Like, I think. All right, let's get into this situation, right? I charge.
You can't even beat me. How are you going to beat a shaman?
Doesn't matter. Of course I can't beat you at level 40. Of course I can't beat you at level 40. Like, you're set up to win. Like, level 60 will be a different story.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Cannot wait.
No, all right, imagine this.
God.
Imagine this.
Just play the fucking video.
No, just get in. Let's get in this situation, okay? We're doing Wrathy Basin. I charge in to Blacksmith. There's a priest and a shaman. Okay? I activate Sleeping Strikes. I go into Berserker stance. I then Whirlwind. The Whirlwind also procs a Sword Spec attack. Both of the targets that I'm using, or I'm fighting, instantly die. Meanwhile, the shaman is back there buffing his weapon. Just, there's no comparison. Like, warriors are just superior. Already dead? No, it doesn't matter. Let's go.
The fear he instilled in his opponents' hearts was immense.
Not a big deal.
This man is the reason why people froth over two-handed enhancement shaman in vanilla. Alongside with Pat PvP, Unbreakable released one of the earlier viral PvP montages of the time.
This guy never even crits over 1,000.
Wind Fury proc to Wind Fury proc, showcasing such incredible,
barely
unthinkable power,
1,000. Barely 1,000.
Power.
Warriors barely 1,000. Like, warriors can crit 2,000. Warriors do 2,000. Oh yeah, big deal. Big deal, 1,000. Oh wow. Warriors do 2,000. It's not even a big deal.
As a kid, there were montages that I used to love because of their creativity
Yep.
or the editing or skill. But Pat PvP and Unbreakable, those two montages were more about power, just pure power on display. For the average vanilla player, this sort of power was unimaginable back in those days.
Wait a
And that's what
second,
made
dude.
these videos
Wait a second. Hold on. That's a good point. Somebody just fucking said in chat. Look at the amount of buffs that Unbreakable has versus how many buffs Pat had to have to do what he did.
Yeah, well, Warriors
Pat
scale
had to
better
have,
with
like,
buffs.
3
Even if Unbreakable had all those buffs, he wouldn't do as much damage as Pat.
What are you talking about? I cannot believe you actually think that, dude. You were retarded. You were retarded. Either you are retarded or you're trolling me, dude. I'm getting trolled. I gotta be getting trolled,
No.
man. Do you actually think that?
Do you think that in any world that a shaman could compete on damage against a warrior?
We're not talking about PvE, you stupid fucking idiot.
I'm talking about PvP. Like you go into a battleground. Like at the end of the
Of
battleground, who does more
course,
damage?
of course they can, man.
Who does more damage? Who is it? Say it.
Enhancement every time.
Not even close.
Every
I'd
time.
I'd be surprised if enhancement even did 80% of the damage a warrior could do. Like warriors do so much more fucking damage. They have zero downtime basically. They don't have to worry about mana. Like they pop off, dude. Like warriors pop off, shamans get popped. That's it. Wearing male gear. What happens when their attacks don't crit and don't proc Wind Fury crits at the same time? Warriors have sustained strong damage and they can get lucky. Shamans can get lucky. I'm serious. Like, if I go into a battleground, I'm going to outperform a shaman 9 times out of 10.
Remind me.
Sure.
Remind me in 1 year
Sure.
when we have BWL
Yep.
gear.
Yep.
I want to see
Go ahead.
versus Asmon duel. I want to see it.
I'm ready. I'll be ready in 1 year. Whenever I have my BWL gear, I'd be glad to duel any fucking dog shit ass shaman. Like I would win. You gotta hate on Unbreakable? No, I'm just saying like it's not a big deal. There's a lot of triggered shamans in chat. It's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. Just go lay down. Just go lay down, okay? You're upset. Listen, like I'm sorry. I'm bad mouthing your idol, but this is the truth, and it's something that you needed to hear. Yeah, just go lay down. Just like you'll be doing in Classic whenever I kill you. It'll be easy.
It was so damn incredible seeing the
Look at
potential of what you can achieve in
Wow.
vanilla.
So amazing.
Unbreakable is absolutely, without a doubt, a legend of vanilla, a historical forefather of the PvP scene. And one thing that I can guarantee you is there will be at least one orc shaman on each server come classic named Unbreakable. Without a doubt, he's a legend and his name
That
still
is
lives
true.
on to
I'll
this
agree
day.
with that.
So we got another man here who falls into a similar category. A man with so many fanboy clones all across the realms of World of Warcraft. You know, mages who will name themselves after his namesake.
Yep.
Probably even to such a significant extent that they'll be misspelling his name or adding letters, you know, adding
That actually
X
probably
at the end
is
or
true.
cutie at the end, just to pay homage to his greatness.
Yeah, that is
we
true.
have, I'm sure you guessed it, Vertna, the undead mage from the server Sylvanas on the EU servers. Not sure if I'm pronouncing.
In my opinion, I think this guy was probably the most skilled player in vanilla, right? For like that made videos. I think in terms of just like skill and like the way that he played, he was probably the most skilled.
his name right, Vertna. You know, I've heard people say.
How do you
Vertny,
say his name?
But that
I
definitely
just
seems
wanna
wrong.
know.
I'm assuming
I
that's
don't
wrong.
know.
Vertna, this
I
guy
change it.
is
I
probably
change it
the
every time I
most skilled
play it.
PvPer
Any Swedes
on
in
this
chat?
list from back
Yeah.
in the day. He's a shining example of why the mage is the master class, the Mega Brain 200 IQ class.
Okay.
Vertna is one of the original
Okay.
engineering abusing demigod PvP legends from back in the day.
This is
He
ridiculous.
pioneered the vanilla engineering PvPers we see today that are basically Inspector Gadget cosplayers queuing into Warsong all day with every pot, flask engineering tool known to mankind.
That's
We
true.
like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind, because
yeah.
it's more inclusive.
He led the way to the PvP meta that we see in today's vanilla PvP scene, without a doubt.
The fuck is
Vert
that?
is a hero in Sweden. He's what Michael Jordan is to Chicago. He's what Usain Bolt is to Jamaica, what Justin Bieber is to Canada. Those filthy Canadians and their beaver fever. He's the Swedish World of Warcraft Viking legend. This guy was the 1vx god, 1v2,
Look
1v3,
at this right here.
1v4.
3 players.
He just made it happen.
4 players.
Dude was a prodigy for the time. He showed people exactly how it's done.
Look at that.
And people still use his tactics even to this day.
Holy
like his
shit,
Frost
man.
Nova into a grenade shatter combo tactic. Verna is without a doubt one of the most popular and well-respected WoW legends in the history of the game. Him and Kungen should team up and run for office in Sweden. I bet you they would win and make Sweden great again for the foreseeable future. As a young mage, back in those times, he was one of the most inspiring players to me. I learned so much from watching him play. Next up, we've probably got the most famous player on this entire list. This man became not only a living legend within the game, but one of the first living memes in the history of the game, and maybe one of the first on the internet in general.
Okay.
A man who transcended the game in so many ways.
This is like I think this is probably the most popular meme to come out of WoW. Like, all things considered, Leroy Jenkins is probably the biggest meme and like the biggest thing to like transcend WoW. Like, I don't know what.
Dude, I think they got the wrong guy. I don't know, man.
What do you mean?
I don't know if they really got the right guy. I've never been 100% sure that he was the right. He was the right guy. I don't think they ever found the actual Leroy Jenkins.
So you think it was what is it, like an imposter?
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying, if you looked at when he did his Leroy, it wasn't very convincing. I mean, dude, if I wanted to, I could still belt out the same Ree I did years ago, okay? I think it's bullshit that he goes up on stage and he can't do the the right Leroy. I think it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
You about to do it now?
No.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, maybe. I mean, look, it's probably the same dude. I mean, they know it's obviously, like, you think it's a paid actor? Like somebody that it's supposed to be, somebody else?
It's either a paid actor or they got the wrong person, okay?
Oh my god.
I swear it's not him. It's not him.
Didn't they get rid of Leroy whenever he said like the N-word or something on like a broadcast? That's what I kind of remember.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, didn't that happen?
I don't know anything about that. I don't want to touch that.
I don't know. I heard that people say it's true. Yeah, I thought that did happen. Maybe I could be wrong about that, but he said it before. It was just, it was a heated gamer moment, dude. There's no reason to get upset about it. No, it was Papa John. Okay, dude. All right, let's go ahead. We'll start this.
He's known even far out of the bounds of Azeroth. We've got the one and only Leroy Jenkins! Leroy was the man behind the viral video that took the internet by storm back in vanilla. Yep. Where their guild was seemingly having a strategy huddle, planning out how
I think I still have this saved on my old computer from Google videos.
When he out of nowhere yelled, "Leroy Jenkins!" and charged into the room, stepping on all of the eggs, spawning countless whelps and wiping the raid. This man went viral before viral was a thing. It's just sad that there wasn't really a way to capitalize on that viral nature, on that success back in those days. We know that Blizzard has made a Hearthstone card of him.
It's not me,
shut up. Put his body in the modern game.
Wait, what do you mean? They say it was you?
Yeah.
Like you were Leroy Jenkins?
No.
So that you weren't.
No, dude.
Okay.
The revamped version of UBRS. But honestly, Blizzard should have written him a big fat check after that video. The video was such a phenomenon, so far-reaching beyond the scope of WoW, that I'm sure it brought tons of people to the game who were intrigued by the video itself. You know, the group of guys huddled, planning their next step.
That's probably true, actually.
Element, talking
Damn,
to each
I never
other
thought
within
of that.
the game, the organic, funny moment within the game. You know, organic. It's not exactly organic because the video itself was staged, but you get what I mean. Funny things happen all the time organically in these kinds of games.
Why'd he just run up and aggro those
was
mobs?
An ambassador for the game, and to be honest, he should have gotten a corporate sponsorship deal with Blizzard and become their Jared of Subway. You know, like the Jared is like Jared.
Well, we all know how that turned out. I'll be right back.
Huh? Don't smoke. Don't start smoking. Smoking's bad. It's really bad. Don't ever smoke. I'm not gonna I don't do that anymore, dude. I don't do it. It's a dead meme. It's not funny. It was funny for like a month and then it got old and I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's dead. Let it be dead.
Why are they saying re? Okay. Sure. True.
Oh wait, no. Bad example. But you get what I mean.
I'd say
Leroy never got his just due. Justice for Leroy, ladies and gentlemen.
At least I have chicken.
Next up, we have the game breaker himself, the man who showed exactly how possible impossible was. His name was Mute, undead rogue and creator of the video series World of Roguecraft. This video series started out with a Machinima-style intro, a conversation between Mute on his rogue and his warlock friend in Orgrimmar, where he was playing a character of a rogue who was just recently nerfed and complaining about how he couldn't beat people anymore. He then went on to showcase exactly how good rogues were if played right, equipping statless white gear while half-naked and using low-level white daggers. He then proceeded to 1v1 rank 14 players in full gear.
I don't like this at all.
Without, being touched,
very upsetting.
Basically. Using full control combos, double blind, double stun rotation.
What is this? Come on, man.
Preparation, resetting DRs with a blind into a sap, completely controlling the 1v1. Eviscerate doesn't do weapon damage or base weapon damage like most strikes in vanilla. So that was the core of how he was killing people outside of using bleeds. Guaranteeing a crit on his Eviscerate by using cold blood.
This was Maydai right here. Like this was my hero. I watched the Maydai video, I don't even know how many times, like 40 fucking times. And to see him get soloed by a rogue that has no gear on, it really made me upset. And
well, hold on. I've got some information that may alleviate some of that pain. According to some people, and possibly Mute himself, they talked to Maydai after that, and Maydai said it was his cousin or something that was playing for him, and
dude,
not Maydai himself.
Too. Yeah, I would have said the same damn thing. Holy shit, you just got farmed. Like, I just said the same damn thing, dude. Like, anytime that I do anything really stupid, I'll be like, man, guys, I can't believe this lag, dude. I mean, can we play with this anymore? This is crazy. This lag is so bad.
Which was basically how he was killing people with white daggers. It was a really special video that inspired a lot of the rogues that we see today.
I hate rogues.
It showed people the potential of the class when played
properly.
I really do. He was a true pioneer of that class. He led the way for pretty much all of the rogues that we see today. And his strategies are clearly still viable and used in the vanilla community. He showcased to the world the so-called infinite stunlock combo, which allowed him to kill fully geared people basically naked.
This is so stupid.
Last, but certainly not least on this list, we have one of the longest lasting members of the WoW content creating community, Mr. Incredible himself,
Swifty!
Mr. Incredible Warrior Tricks himself, Mr. Swifter Wet Jet himself, Swifty. A lot of people who follow Swifty nowadays as a content creator might not even know about his vanilla days.
Dude, this guy was a literal god, man.
Some of you may think, he's a geezer nowadays. But in vanilla, Swifty was in his prime. This dude was a trendsetter in the PvP scene back in the day. He figured out so many little innovative tools, gadgets, bugs, tricks in the game, and combined them all into one glorious PvP montage where he showcased all of them. Not to mention, he was a Grand Marshal, true dedication to the game.
Field Marshal, but okay.
He was a special cat, And he also paved the way for WoW content creators in general as the years went by, building a model on how they could take it to that next level and, you know, make something that's long-term and sustainable. He's been a successful content creator in the scene now for over 10 years, which is incredible. That's a career. Since the earlier days of YouTube's growth, and, you know, he was one of the first video game entertainers. Swifty was a legend and still is a legend. Respect the man, respect the name. And if you're rolling on his server, don't steal his name, guys. Come on, let the man recreate his Night Elf warrior with his old namesake. Yeah, right, like that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah.
Poor Swift for wet jet. Alrighty, boys, that's it for this one. You know, that was a blast from the past, wasn't it? I really enjoyed this one. You know, these guys were my idols as a young kid. That may sound corny, but it's actually true.
I think it's
I
Field
looked up
Marshal.
to every single one of these guys. They were legends of their respective
My understanding
servers,
is he only got Field
which was
Marshal.
kind of a really cool aspect
I mean,
of
not
WoW
only,
back
but yeah,
in
he
the
just
day
got Field
also,
Marshal.
wasn't it? You know, it was a special time in the history of gaming.
Yeah, you're
You know, this sort
goddamn
of
right it
phenomenon
was.
will probably not repeat itself in the same sort of way.
only rank 13.
But I think with the return of Classic, you too can become a legend of your own server. Hopefully this video inspired you to aspire to that goal. And if you're the kind of guy that's looking to become a hero amongst peasants on your realm, then Godspeed to you, brother. So guys, as you know, my channel's been growing a lot lately. You know, I've really been pushing to create content on a more consistent basis. I've been working around the clock lately to just release video every other day, back to back to back. I've been working like an absolute madman lately. So if you guys want to keep seeing me create this kind of content and potentially up the quality level even more, I started a little shop to help fund that. So I designed very simple t-shirts with my Punkrat logo on it. I revamped the rat a little bit, you know, kept the design really simple without, you know, my channel name or anything corny like that, just, you know, not to be too overbearing. I feel like it's a really cool t-shirt,
yeah, it's true too.
Sweater, whatever, that can actually be worn stylishly. It's really punk rock, I think. So if you guys want to help sustain my channel, you know, buying some of my merch would go a really, really long way to help me do that. And I also made a Streamlabs link where you guys can donate to me, you know, almost like a little tip jar if you guys are feeling a bit generous.
Since we watched the video, I'll watch this part.
Full on. So if you guys want the videos to keep pumping, that's the best way to help me out.
Yeah, that's for the Horde players.
With that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, soldiers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
It's a good video. Yeah, it was a good video. Oh, what about Graham? Well, I mean, like, he's not gonna do all of them at the same video, right? He's gonna like kind of space it out a bit. I think that's probably what it's gonna be.